Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. I am your favorite new mama, Bougie Vintage, and this is my sister, Atia. Today we are doing a video that is kind of cool. So I originally was gonna do her makeup and kind of turn her into me, but I changed my mind. I decided that I would instead basically teach her step by step how to do her own makeup, because I feel like me doing her makeup is not going to teach her anything, and she struggles too. So consider this a Makeup for Dummies volume. I don't know.
What do you call it, dummy?
Okay, it's just what it's called, okay? And I'm basically going to just take her step by step through the process on how to beat your face like me. Okay, so she's going to do the steps herself.
Am I?
I'm just going to, yeah, just like yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just going to direct her. And help her when she needs some help.
I was just telling her.
You thought you was getting hammered? Girl, bye. So I've already started her off with a wet or damp beauty blender. And if I'm blurry at all, I'm sorry. We are filming in the mirror, so it's a little weird. I started her off with a damp beauty blender. This is a staple. And make sure your beauty blender is clean, okay? You do not ever apply, no shade, no tea, your makeup with a dirty beauty blender or a dry beauty blender. And the reasons are because, one, you want flawless skin, but two, it won't work properly and your makeup will be patchy. You will soak up all your product if your beauty blender is not damp. This could actually use a little bit more water because it's been sitting here for a while. Anyway, your first step is going to be to prime your face. This is Smashbox primer water. So you just spray it all over your face. Whoops, I just sprayed it on the back of your head. Like, what was that? It takes too long to dry, so I just...
I was going to say, why are you fanning yourself?
No, I was just demonstrating. So, for me, you guys know I always use... Huh?
I see it's still on.
I always use 2 primers. That is mandatory, okay? My sister has oily skin, and so we are going to hook her up with the MAC Matte Cream. You just want to apply this all over your face. Make sure you get your nose. And already, if you guys can see, it is definitely blurring her out. It's making her look matte. And it's just a great base for underneath your makeup. I generally put my brows on beforehand, but my sister doesn't do that, so we're going to skip over that step for now. We're going to let her do that later. And right now, we are going to color correct. Yesterday was a hot ass mess. Today, we're not going to have that problem. So, do you remember where to color correct?
Yeah.
She's using the LA Girl color corrector in orange. So, yep, that's enough under that eye. So, she's getting her dark circles. She has a little bit of hyperpigmentation around her mouth, so she's going to get...
Sorry,
I said it was enough.
Sorry.
So, around your mouth. Yeah, there. And so now she's going to take her beauty blender and she's going to blend it all out. Yesterday she had the orange. She was like, I'm blending and it's not going away. I was like, I can't. Look up. Turn your head to me a little bit. So that should be good for underneath her foundation. And so the next step is obviously foundation. We've matched her to 360 Mocha. There you go. Or was it? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So this is the second deepest shade in the Maybelline 24-hour foundation, Super Stay Foundation. So she's just applied it, and she's going to other side. Yeah. And she's using the back side of her beauty blender to blend out all the foundation. And so your foundation is basically to even out your skin tone. It is not concealer. Do not be applying 10 pounds of foundation trying to cover things that you cannot cover with foundation. That's not what it's for. And as you see, her foundation looks flawless. Okay, Beyonce, you better move, bitch. Anyway, we're gonna move on to concealer, which is one of my favorite steps. And yesterday I hooked her up with the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer, whatever, which is one of my favorite concealers. This is the shade Amande, which is the shade I use, but it's the same color as my skin, so it's going to be an awesome highlight on her because it is just a beautiful brown. Okay, we're going to just use this one.
And this brush is so dry, the brush is like scratching under my eye.
Okay, use this one. It's the same color. Oh, this is a write-off? Yeah, this one does kind of look empty, alright. I tried it.
Yeah.
I gave her an empty too. I'm a horrible person. Yeah, and you also put it on your upper lip.
Oh, yeah.
Look at her remembering stuff from yesterday, okay?
Oh, honey.
You look like you're going to do a tribal dance. Alright.
Now, what happens if you don't get it straight down your nose?
Well, you don't want to not get it straight down, but it's not a big deal because you still have to blend that. Don't put too much. Alright, you're fine. We're not going to do this. Okay, so now you are going to take your beauty blender. Whenever, not that side, you're going to take the pointy side. Whenever I'm doing my concealer, I always use the opposite side that I put the orange on. The orange is already absorbed in it, doesn't really matter, but I still use the other side. But she put foundation on it, which is fine too. Just go ahead and blend. Okay.
The sound of these.
Yeah, I hate bangles. I don't even know. You always wear bangles.
I love them. I just
cannot while you're wearing your makeup. The way she's blending her nose and forehead is stressing me out.
Why?
Because you're doing it weird. I don't even
What
know
am
how to
I
say it.
supposed to do?
I don't know. Okay, I think it's the way you're holding the sponge. You're holding it like this. I think I hold it like this. You have to get a firmer and like kind of like squeeze in those areas. Like when you're doing your nose, you can't just hold it at the base of it and go like this. You have to squeeze it and kind of make it skinnier because your nose is thin, right? You don't have like a big nose, so you gotta like small it up.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
And so the lip one, I always bring it out to the sides. I blend the entire face together to like a triangle almost. You look fine though. So let me check your forehead because it was a little patchy.
On the side.
What's up, Mom? What's up? You just watching? What we're going to do now is set. I gave her the ColourPop No Filter setting powder. This is actually a pretty good setting powder, and this is the medium deep shade, and she's just going to set her under eye area and everywhere she just highlighted with this. She can actually set her entire face with it, but I usually just put it into the lid.
What happens if you don't use setting powder?
You melt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You don't want that smoke. No. So setting powder comes in a variety of shades. You can use translucent powders, which is what I have on today. You can use, but you got to be careful with the translucent. You can use yellow powders, which I also love, or you can use skin tone shades. Why do you have to be careful with the translucent?
yeah.
Because some companies suck at making them, and it reflects the light. So once you take a picture with flash, you then look ashy. So, yeah, so you have to be careful with the translucent powders because they're white. If they don't have like that buttery tint to it, or like a cream tint, and it's not like shocking white, then usually it's okay. So the only translucent powder I really truly trust with my whole entire heart is the Laura Mercier powder. The Fenty Beauty powder is also really good. Only thing is, it's not a loose powder, it's a pressed powder, so I find it a little bit more tedious to work with, so I don't bother with it. You set everything? You look great.
Okay.
Let's do your contour. So for contour, we're going to do powder. This is just something I just had in my makeup drawer. I used to use it for my brows. Contouring is tricky. You don't want to use too much. So you're going to use the Luxie 512 small contouring brush. And yesterday I think I contoured for her. You always want to tap off, but you know where to contour, right? You know where to put it? No?
I told you I never contour my face.
I can't. Well, you don't really need to, but because you have a pretty slim face, but people that have slim faces contour all the time anyway. You just put it here in like the hollows of your cheek and up on your forehead. Do you find that your forehead's large? Like, do you think that you have a big forehead? Okay, then.
She has perfect features.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I know.
Mom.
She does. But people with small foreheads contour anyway. I contour my forehead and I don't even have one because I feel like it just completes the look. Like, I just like the way it looks. It makes your makeup look more cohesive. But you want to go up here on your temples and into the hollow of your cheeks. So I'm doing this side, but you're going to do the other side. What?
It's like decorating a Christmas tree. You don't want
It's not
to
rocket science. No, yes, you do.
It's gonna come out differently.
Rocket science, okay? Here. So go up on your forehead.
So
Yeah,
here?
just finish where. Yes, exactly. And go into the hairline. That's the most important.
Does it matter which way you like how you brush it?
No,
Like,
you just blend it in. It's like.
And then where? Do I have enough on? I don't even see it.
Do you have what?
I'm not. Is there? Okay, never mind. Is there enough on the brush? I don't.
You
even
could
see
dip
it.
more, but
I
make
don't
sure you
put too
tap it
much.
off. Yeah.
And then here.
Yeah, but don't draw it all the way into your cheeks. Start back here. Yeah, and don't pull it downward either. You want it to stay in one area. There you go. And up onto your temple. Yeah. Makeup is not something you can learn in one day. It's like it takes years to kind of get the gist of it, but you have to keep practicing or you're never gonna get it. So if you suck in your face, so this, or use the top of your ear as reference. That's what I always do. Use the top of your ear, and that's where your contour line should go. But never drag it downwards onto the bottom of your face, because then you'll look like you have a beard. Faux show. Whatever's left on your brush, you can just do it on either side of your nose. But you do it on both sides, but that side, and then the other side. I didn't ever notice you have a bridge on your nose. I didn't notice that before. And under here. Just a little bit there. And swell up your nose. Your nose is actually tiny. My nose is wider than yours.
Maybe that's fine.
No, it's back to normal now. This is my normal nose. When I was pregnant, good God. That thing will swell in him. Oh my God. Highlighter. You know this girl had the nerve to, I was giving her a bunch of stuff and she had the nerve to say, you said I could have this too, right? I said, girl, if you don't get your whole life. Yeah. This is the Artist Couture powder by Jackie Aina. It looks so pretty. This one is LeBron's, like LeBron's James, okay? I don't have Le Peach, but I have this one. And so this powder, you can get loose powders or you can get solid powder if you don't get off your phone, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'm taking care of something.
You want to dip your highlighter brush into... Oh, I gave you a highlighter brush, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Let's use that one so you get used to using it. So this is the e.l.f. brush. I don't know what number it is or anything. It's just a tapered brush. And you're going to dip... Oh. You're going to dip and tap off, and then you're going to apply it to your cheekbone, basically. Okay? Good luck. If you put it to, like, literally right here, you want to focus it right there, okay? She didn't do this step yesterday. I did it for her, so. There, yeah. Okay, now leave that, and, yeah, go do the other side. Perfect. And then take the back side of the brush. Yeah, take the back side that you don't have the product on and kind of blend it out so that it's not chunky. Because there's nothing uglier than a chunky highlighter. Like, Ew. And lip bronze is literally perfect for a lot of skin tones, but it looks really good on her. And I always put highlighter on my nose, on my upper lip. It lifts the nose.
You made me look like Rudolph the Golden
I can't. You can do your upper lip.
There's only battery left, life left.
Your Cupid's bow. And you can do your forehead if you want to.
I was watching something.
It's almost
Just
dead.
the excess. You don't want to like dip in and do your forehead, but unless you're doing like a dewy look. And that's basically it for highlighter. For blush, she is going to be taking the Milani baked brush. I'm sorry, baked powder blush in Rose Doro,
We'll fight
which
when
is
we
rose
see.
gold. You can put on as much as your pretty little heart desires.
Dad, I hear you. He said, go and fight me.
As far as face goes, she's pretty much done. Right now we're going to set her face. She has oily skin, so I don't want to use my Fix Plus on her because there's glycerin in it and it's going to draw the oils out. So I'll be right back. So this is the NYX matte setting spray. I figure I don't really use this, so I can send it with her and she can set her face at home. And you're just going to spray this on your face. Hold it far from your face though, because I don't know how it sprays. And so this is the matte setting spray. It should keep her matte for the rest of the day or for a long period of time. A long periodically time. Okay. For her brows.
With the contour powder.
Listen, Chad.
What?
She's using some next type of.
You told me
She's
all I
using
need
a
is-
pencil brush to do her eyebrows.
I don't know
right
what
now.
this brush is for. You told me I
That
just
is
need
for
a small.
eyeshadow.
I know.
You
That's what
need-
use it for. But
This
you
is
told
the
me.
type of brush you're supposed to use for your brows, an angled brush.
You told me all I need is a small pointed brush, so I took out my
That
small
is
pointed
not a small
brush.
pointed brush. That is a pencil brush.
Didn't my eyebrows look good on yesterday? Okay.
On yesterday.
Okay.
You know what? I quit. Just gonna wrap this shit up. Next case. She doesn't do a lot to her brows, so it doesn't really matter. She could use anything she wants.
Oh wow.
There's literally no rules to makeup. So, I mean, if you want to use a powder brush for your face, for your brows, you could do it.
Okay.
See? 2-second brows. 2-second brow tutorial. You want eyeshadow?
Yeah, let's do it. You want me to do it? I can take a crash course on it.
You want to do the same look as me? Sure. Alright, so first
You
things
guys want to walk around
first.
what they looking like? You think we twins?
First things first is the eyeshadow primer, which is where. Let it go, let it go.
No.
So she's gonna be using the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. She's probably gonna struggle to use this because she don't know nothing about
You
this.
think you're so smart.
So here you go. Just put on a little. Matter of fact, put it on your finger, and yeah, and dab it onto your eyelid.
enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than enough for one lid. And so I'm just gonna put the product on the brush and tell her where she needs to apply it because it's kind of hard to teach eyeshadow when I'm sitting beside her. I'm using the MAC Red Hot ×9 palette. I've taken the center shade, which is called Bijou, and you're gonna put it on your eyelid, like on the entire lid. Don't put it up above. Just put it on the lower part of your lid. You see your under where you see where your eyelid creases. Put it on that bottom part. Yes, right there. Don't brush, just pat. Middle shade, yep.
No, okay. It's because I can't.
Don't brush
see
it. Now you are going to take Carnal Charm, which is this shade here. It's like a coral color. And you're going to run it on the crease.
Tab? I mean,
Yeah, sweep it.
sweep it.
Shh. It doesn't even matter if it's messy, because guess what? In pictures, it's not going to look messy. Let me see. Why? No, you
I
don't.
know. Because I'm not finished.
Your eyelids crease a lot.
I know. Come and get me.
I'm dead.
She's not even listening.
She's only 7 months. She doesn't know how to listen to you and do what you tell her.
She's a strong, independent black woman. She don't take orders from nobody anyway.
Don't squeeze.
That's right.
Especially not no man. Not even our papa. Your eyelids are so tiny. Why are you shrugging? You still have a lot of lid space, but your eyelids are so tiny. It's so weird because I'm so used to doing my eyelids. Okay. Hello. I'm a Disney princess. Obviously, I'm gonna have big eyes. Anyway,
Who told you that?
I'm a Disney princess, and so then we are going to move on to. Oh Lord have mercy. Ooh, I can't wait to get my nails done tomorrow. So now I'm into the Born to Run palette by Too Faced. I mean, woo! Urban Decay. Sorry, Urban. And I'm going to actually wet this with Fix Plus because I'm using Double Life, which is a shimmery shade, and you want to apply this on the inner corner. You see where I have it?
Yeah. What is it? What does that do?
That intensifies any shimmer color you have. So it makes it look like almost like a cream.
What's his first name?
Hello. Which one is it? It's the Double Life.
Yes, honey. Give us some life.
It's perfect for her. She is living a double life. Cool thing about eyeshadow is you can literally recreate the same look with different colors. So, and it's a whole new look, you know? So if you want to do this with a purple, a blue, whatever. What else do I have on? I have a little bit of purple on. So we're back into the MAC Red Hot ×9, and we're going to take Lover in Me, and you're just going to run it into the crease as well.
Here, say leave him. He doesn't want to play yet.
Now I'm taking a clean brush. Well, it's kind of clean. Not really clean, but there is the other colors on this, like the orange shade. And I'm just taking it and I'm softening the purple because the way she applied it, it's applied a little bit heavy. So you wanna like smoke it in a way, smoke it out, and also make it blended. So turn your head back to the front. You see the difference from when you first put it on. Now turn back to it. What I'm looking for is diffuse. That's what you're doing. You're diffusing the shade. I know, I'm so hungry too. It's like my breath stinks. What? It's true. You're not used to wearing colors on your eye? They look bomb.
I know.
Oh, hear her, but I know, bitch.
I love it.
So for liner on the waterline, we're gonna take Rich Purple by MAC. It's a chromographic pencil. So now you're gonna take your pencil brush for what it's actually for. And you're going to take Hell Ride out of the Urban Decay palette.
No one will help on my eyes.
Okay, you're not going to. And you're going to put it. You know what? Give me my pencil brush so I can show you. Actually, I don't need my pencil brush. I'll use this brush. Follow what I'm doing. So you're just going to put it down here and like smoke out that color you put on the waterline. And you can always tap off if you didn't. Because if you don't tap your eyeshadow brushes off, that is
I'm not even seeing anything.
that is how you get a fallout galore, and then you're gonna look a hot ass mess. Let me see. No, it's there.
It is?
Okay.
Tap
off the brush. Knock it on your hand or something. See? Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, revenge. Remember Tap, Tap, Revenge? What? You don't remember Tap, Tap, Revenge?
No, from where?
The iPhone game? Like this video if you remember Tap, Tap, Revenge. One liner is tricky. Do you want the liner? You can do it without. You do?
Give it all to me, honey.
So this is the Fenty Fly Liner. Girl, I'm in love with this product. I've been using it daily. What do you usually do your liner with? Like a liquid liner?
No, I don't use liquid liner at all.
You don't? Oh. Okay, well this one, you basically, it glides on really easily. Like, So just the slightest touch. Like if you press like this, you're gonna get a thick line. You want the tip, just the tip, okay, guys? And
Give it to me.
you want to draw a little flick on the outside of both eyes and make sure that it's even. This makes or breaks your look, okay? There's no turning back. Your face looks liner's tricky. It's hard to teach liner, but you want to draw the little flick and then take the pencil, the marker, and come from this tip and draw inward, and then you could fill it in, because sometimes you could fill it in. It'll be hollow.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't draw the line too long either, because your eyelids are almost hooded. Let's see. It's perfect, but it has like dots.
Because of my wrinkles.
Wrinkles. We black. Yeah, take it like this. Oh, my thing is like this from the tip and draw inward. Wait, look down. Look down when you're doing it.
I can't look down and look at what I'm doing
you
at the
can
same time.
look. You gotta go like this.
Okay,
You see?
do it. No, you do it there.
I do not like doing liner on people. It's so hard.
Okay, let me fix this because it's still a little
No, she's getting
wonky.
the phone. Last time she did.
Your mom is gonna have to buy me a phone case because you see how you throw up missing thing. Give it to me.
Mom, do you mind? Like,
Sorry.
chinois. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Oh, out of all the liners I've ever used to, oh yeah, it looks good.
really good.
Yeah. Out of all the liners I've ever used to do liner on another person, this was by far the easiest product I've ever worked with. Liquid liner, Kat Von D, doesn't matter. This is my first time using this on somebody else other than myself, and it was so easy. So if you're an MUA or an aspiring MUA, you might want to grab the Fenty Fly liner. Also, the Fenty Fly liner is kind of, it doesn't come off. Like, you can literally rub against it and it won't come off on your finger. It's like there until you're ready to remove it. So for lashes, we're just going to put on some regular Degler lashes.
She's so determined.
We're at the final steps, and she's going to line her lips and apply a color. We're going to play and see how we feel about certain colors. Bittersweet by MAC, which is one of my staple colors. Bittersweet by MAC.
Can you show me?
Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges. This is making me look taller than you because my seat's higher. The seat's sunken in. I'm like, why do I look like I'm some Amazon tick?
Are we the same height?
Maybe. But how tall are you?
5, like 2.5.
Oh yeah, we're the same height.
Short. I'm gonna just line the lip.
Yeah. Too Faced Melted Matte Lip in Queen Bee. Hello? In Queen Bee. Do you mind stop licking your lips?
Sorry. Do you see how white they are? Like,
Tyrone Bingham's alert. Okay, we're gonna do a scrub on you then. Because Hanty, you're not putting my lip product on those kuro things.
I'm stand dull pencils.
Me either. I feel like Mom was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she used to talk to us
Yeah.
about it all the time. How you gonna write when there's no lip?
First of all, since when was Mom tamale local?
Whoa!
Yeah. I remember tamale local. You know what game I could never find? You know the kangaroo one with the donuts?
Yes.
I could
and he had
never
boxing
find it.
gloves?
Yes, I could
Yeah.
never find that game.
What
I always
website? It's on Shockwave.
was it?
Yeah.
I could never find it. And it's
It's
playing.
either Shockwave or Ebom's World, but I think it was Shockwave.
I don't think it was Evon's.
I remember. It's called Kangaroo Bounce or something, or
I don't
Kangaroo
even know. Either
Punch
way,
or something.
I could never find the damn game.
Those are classics.
I know. We have Crash Bandicoot. Oh my god, we should play. We
Crash
have
Bandicoot?
downstairs,
Oh,
yeah. We've never even opened it. We don't have time.
Is it the original or is it like?
I don't know. It's for PlayStation
I
though.
think that's good. Right?
PlayStation. So you don't want to put this like on your entire lip. You kind of want to put it most in the center and then kind of spread it out. And if you think it's too light for you, then we could put on a different lip. Yeah, so put it in the center. And you could even use your finger to blend it. We have literally the exact same look. You gonna get her wig situated. You don't have to do it on camera, girl.
I am not.
Chad.
Oh, look.
This,
Oh shit, the camera's just rolling. I'm dead. Or we're just biting over this. So she's finished her look. She got her wig on. And that's really basically it. Do you feel like you learned something?
I did. I learned a lot.
Oh, good.
I learned a lot.
So that is basically it for this, I guess, tutorial. Hopefully you guys learned something at home too. And now we're gonna go to the thrift store.
Yeah.
And we're gonna vlog for you guys. So we will see you in a little bit. I love you all, and I'll definitely see you in the next one. Ta-da! Can you stop it?
Did you ever watch Art Attack?
Did I ever watch Art Attack? Hello, of course. We watched it together.
This is Mama.
Oh yeah, stop. There's a button.